up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So I think I figured out that I want to do a 7-year live show celebration, but in order to do that, I need you guys to go to the link that's down in our description box and fill out the form. It's going to ask you 4 different questions. So question number 1 is drop some popular or author names. Just author names or popular. Then the second question is dropping some book titles and authors. So popular or unpopular, doesn't really matter. Let's just say it would be better if it's something that you know I've heard of. Not necessarily that I've read, but know that I've heard of. Same with the authors, you know. And then the third question is, what is the third question? I can't remember what I put for the third question. I think it's unpopular opinions. Dropping an unpopular opinion, I think. Or, oh no. Third question is, ask me anything bookish. So you guys can ask me bookish questions. And then the fourth question is ask me anything personal, but I reserve the right to either not answer that one or what have you. But I'm going to take all the answers or all the information that I get from the form, and we're going to do a live show on Friday, July the 8th. Yes, for my 7-year on BookTube anniversary. Bookstaversary. Yes, that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I get a whole bunch of responses, so it'll make it more lively. I may have some guest appearances, maybe, possibly, probably not. I don't know. But yeah, come join me on that Friday and hang out and things. Yay! So much fun. Other than that, we have been spring cleaning like crazy. And if you didn't see my vlog, which I actually got up on time, I'm not recording this on time because I had another interview. Oh, I'm so excited for this interview too, for you guys to see it. Yesterday's interview was amazing, Saturday's interview was amazing, and then today's interview was so much fun as well. I can't wait to release those for you guys in the upcoming months, but it's going good. But in between all that, we've been spring cleaning at my house. The husband has been like, we're spring cleaning. We are spring cleaning. We are getting rid of things and spring cleaning. And that is what we have been doing for the last 2 weeks. I am in so much pain, just so you know. Moving around has not been easy. But yeah, next week is a super short week for everyone. Well, this week is a super short week for everyone. I'm recording this on a Monday. Kiddo doesn't have swim practice on Monday today because it's Memorial Day, remembering those that we have lost through the military, and remembering them for their great sacrifice. And then also, Awesome Con is this upcoming weekend for them. So we're going to have people here, and they're going to be gone all day on Friday and on Saturday, and probably part of Sunday. So yes, woo, Mama's going to get some reading in, and I can't wait. I won't have to get out of bed. I won't have to do anything. It'll be amazing. So let's get into the books that I did. No, let's do the books first, and then I'll do mail at the end. So the first book that I read, let's getting into the books that I read last week. That's what I'm doing. So first book that I read was First Semester, which is A Campus Tales #1 by QB Tyler. Giving this, or it's a taboo age gap romance. It was a quick little novella feeling sort of thing. Giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 4.5 Steam fans. Had this as an ebook through KU, part of my KU project to get rid of all of the KU books. However, I kind of broke that, but I'm reading the ones that were already on there. I'm still going in chronological order. I'm down to like 10 or something like that. this week really helped out. Back to this book. This is a Black author, and here are the content warnings for age gap, professor-student relationship. It is very much a professor-student relationship, so go into that wary. Oh god. Woo! I think it's because it's cold, and in my husband likes to keep it cold, and I am so off track on this video. Anyways, Skylar, Aiden, fake hookup, and then keeping with the relationship and stuff like that. I enjoyed it for what it was. I like the catnip of professor-student relationship, and this one definitely kept me on the edge of my seat, and I enjoyed it. At this moment, I'm not remembering very much. Let's see, wait. Skylar, it says I have here fake age. Oh, that's what it is. Skylar gives a fake age and has a fake ID and gets into this club where she meets Aiden, and Aiden only gets her like nickname, and then come to find out they're in the same class. They handle it professionally at first, but then they're like, we're not gonna fight this attraction anymore. Ooh, yeah, I want more. So then they hook it up. Yeah, I was here for this. It was quick. It was fun. Then I read Second Semester, which is the Campus Tales #2 by QB Tyler. Still taboo age gap romance, giving it 4 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Had this as an ebook KU, part of the project, Black author. Now this one, the content warning is that it's the father's best friend, and there's lots of daddy issues that are going in along with this. So we have Serena and we have Landon. Serena is the quiet daughter, finds her like her cojones throughout the story, but yeah, she wants to be a lawyer like her father and is working at the firm. But Landon, who is going through a divorce at this time, yeah, he's a bit of a womanizer, and I was like, I don't know that I like this. I don't know that I like this. And it felt kind of cheaty to me, but it wasn't really cheating because they weren't really together. But he wasn't a very nice guy. He wasn't a very nice guy. In the end, he gives her a little bit of knowledge on how to stand up for herself and, what have you. And she puts on her big girl panties at one point, and not necessarily just because of him, but, she finds herself, and it turns out all good and happy and stuff like that. But yeah, there's that. Then I read The Taming of LaRue, Predators MC #1 by Loren, placing this in dark romance. Although the author herself does not place it in dark romance, she places it in rom erotica, something like that she's coined. Giving it 3.5 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. It was steamy. Had this through as an ebook and on audiobook. I don't think it was through KU. This is a Black author as well. There is content warnings for MC dealings. Like, it says that it's not 1% MC dealings, but it definitely feels 1% MC dealings. And if you know anything about motorcycle clubs, 1%ers aren't very good. They're almost outlaws. So this would be like a 5%er. I don't know. They're not doing outlaw type things, but the things that they're doing are kind of outlawish. It felt very season, I would say 5 and 6 of Sons of Anarchy. So we have LaRue, who is Black, and her adoptive father was the national president of the Predators MC Club. She is kidnapped and then raped and enslaved. Well, not really enslaved, but kidnapped and captured by another MC member. And some bad things happened to her adoptive father, who was the national president. So we spend this entire book of her well, right off the first chapter is her getting away from her captor. And she vividly describes how she was raped and how she's been kidnapped and for how long and all this other stuff. And then she finds some motorcycle riders who happen to be in her club, and they take her in and kind of save her and things like that. So we're dealing with the repercussions of her getting away and then them trying to find this outlaw biker who continues to stalk her. She has feelings for the current president, the now new national president, Ace, and he's white. And the two of them have an attraction, but at the same time, they've known each other for a while. And we just kind of hear their story, how it unfolds, sort of their flashbacks of each other and how they're moving forward, how they're dealing with the stalker in the midst and things like that. And then there was this one part where a kind of pro-choice, pro-life situation ends up happening. And I was like, why do we have to go there? Why do we have to go there? That was not my cup of tea. So yeah, just beware when you read this. I enjoyed the audiobook of this, but it is very vivid in the description, and you feel like it's like, for me, it was like a movie in my head. I enjoyed that aspect, but then I didn't enjoy the aspect because it gets real dark. It's real dark. It's real dark, guys. Oof. Yes. Then I read the Tycoon's Socialite Bride, which is In Love with a Tycoon #1 by Tracey Livesay. This is an interracial contemporary, giving it 4.25 stars. And I actually might want to bump that up to 4.5 now that I'm thinking about it, because I really kind of enjoyed it a little more than just the 2.5 as I'm reading my notes. Yeah, I think I want to bump it up. So then we have giving it 3.5 Steam fans. Listen to it as an audiobook. This is a Black author as well. There are content warnings for classism, revenge, off-page abuse. Well, it's a little bit on page, but it's not really on page. It's more like a reliving of on page. Then there is a women's shelter that's involved, and some of the domestic violence attributes are included in there. So there is mild discussion of that, not a lot. And I think that's it for trigger warnings or for content warnings. But we have Marcus, who is a newly rich kind of guy, and he is doing the thing. He has his eyes set on buying this hotel. It is set in Washington, D.C., which I absolutely loved. And then we have Pamela, who is a Black socialite. Her father is a senator, and most of the time when people are trying to get close to her, they want to get close to her to get to her father. And this isn't necessarily the case with Marcus. Marcus is trying to get close to her because of the building that the women's shelter that she supports and is very active at is that's where it is. So the two of them decide to get fake married and deal with that. In trade, he gets her building, she gets, or no, he gets the hotel because of her clout, and she gets to keep her women's shelter. That's what it was. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a very quick listen. I definitely enjoyed the banter between them. Oh, there was one thing that kind of missed me, was that it kind of fast forwards throughout the story a little bit, but it's not such a time jump that it is unjarring in most cases. But yeah, there's that. And I kind of wish I had two voices when it came to the audiobook, because I want it to be in both of their heads. Then I did a reread of Real, which is Hollywood Renaissance #1 by Kennedy Ryan, placing this in contemporary historical. So it has a contemporary storyline, and it also has a historical storyline, romance on both categories. We have a Hollywood setting, we have the Harlem Renaissance setting, and things like that. Still giving it 4.5 stars. I actually think I gave it 5 stars, maybe. No, I think I gave it 4.5. I think I'm keeping the rating exactly how it is. It's for Steam fans, but this time I listened to it as an audiobook for this book club that I was going to be part of, but then the book club canceled. Anyways, so the content warnings still remain the same. We have chronic illness, family betrayal, LGBTQIA representation, and relationships and things like that. So much fun. I loved it. Still, I enjoyed the vocal stylings of Jacoby Diem and the other cast members, and things like that. And just, yes. So we have Canon, we have Neve, and we have Desi Blue. We have just so many amazing characters, and just, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the reread even more than I initially did, because initially I read it as an arc, and this time I read it as the audiobook. Now, there is a big distinction between the book and the audiobook. I don't know if it was the version that I was following along with, because I'm pretty sure I was following along with the published ebook and the audiobook, and there is a difference in the wording. Or maybe I was looking at my arc. I don't know. But some scenes were taken out, and words were moved around and things like that. There were some editing things done to it. But still, really enjoyed it and loved the reread experience. Then the final book that I finished last week was The Perfect Play by G.S. Greer. Placing this in contemporary novella. This is an Audible original only. And this is sort of a sports romance, but giving it 3 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. This is a Black author, and I wanted to read, I had it in my library and wanted to read something quick and enjoyable. It's a interracial romance. We have Simone, who is a twin to a football player, and then we have James. They wake up in Vegas, and I have a hair. They wake up in Vegas together in bed, figure out that they had slept together, that they got married, and then something ends up happening. There's lots of fun, witty banter in the beginning, and then the second half of the book that's super quick. It's only like a 2, maybe 3 hour listen. All of a sudden, the second half is, we're not going to be together, and then he has to like grovel, and the family members sort of come in on Simone's side, that she rejects James because she doesn't want anything to happen between James and her brother, who is his best friend and also teammate, and it just didn't really make sense. It should have just stayed as a fun rom-com waking up in Vegas type thing, instead of trying to get real deep into sort of their backstories, because it didn't make any sense. So there's that. So what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Obsession, which is Predators MC number 2 by Loren. I am also reading A Journey of Truth, which is a Hidden Truth series, number 1 by D.L. Winters. And I am also reading Jag, The Gideon Brothers by J. Nell. So there we go. Let's get into some book mail. I did a live show on Thursday because I didn't want to waste that makeup. But I also received some other packages after that. So first one is my Harlequin box from for my Harlequin subscription. If you didn't know, Harlequin does subscription for their different lines, and I get the Harlequin Desire line books, and that's amazing. I always get the new releases before they come out. So let's see which ones I get this week or this month. Let's see. We have Rivalry at Play by Nadia Gonzalez. Then we have Crossing Two Little Lines by Joss Wood. Next up, we have A Colorado Claim by Joanne Rock. And for the final book, I got Their Marriage Bargain, Dynasties by Shannon McKinnon. There we go. Then I also received a package from Valentine PR. So let's see what book they sent me. Alrighty, it looks like I have the new book from the Stark Security Standalones by Jay Kenner, which is Hidden Without You. And it's a dark contemporary romance. It's alpha heroes, age gap, bodyguard, military, tragic past. Ooh, this is published in March of 22, and it's available on all the different platforms: Apple, Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, IndieBound, Kindle, Kobo, Nook, and yeah, that's what this is. I don't like to read what it's about, but we're gonna read what it's about. Okay, former MI6 agent Jasper Kent gave up being a good man when his wife and daughter were murdered. Now he's a paid assassin for highest bidder, using the payouts from his underworld contracts to fund his search for the man who killed his family. So that's what we have here. Yay! Thank you, Valentine PR, for sending me that. All right, another package from Simon & Schuster. Let's see what they're doing with this one, because the last couple were not hits for me. So let's see what they're doing with this one. Let's see. Alrighty. We have Meant to Be Mine by Hannah Olstein. Right there. This book releases June the 7th. And this book is: what if you knew exactly when you'd meet the love of your life? Eddie Meyer knows her date. Her grandmother Gloria has accurately predicted the day every single member of the family has met their match. Eddie's is in June. When she's 29 years old, that morning she boards an airplane to her twin sister's surprise engagement. And when a handsome musician sits beside her, she knows it's meant to be. But fate comes with more complications than Eddie expected, and she can't fight the nagging suspicion that her perfect guy doesn't have perfect timing. After a tragic and shocking revelation rocks Eddie's carefully constructed world, she's forced to consider whether love chooses us as simple as destiny, or if we choose it ourselves. Interesting. I might actually enjoy this book. So thank you, Simon & Schuster, for sending me something that I might actually enjoy. Hopefully that tragic happening doesn't affect or doesn't play too much into the story, taking it away from it being a romance. Then I purchased myself a copy. I had to get a hard copy of That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. It's hard copy. I'm super excited. Her newest book was just released and it's in hard copy. It's on its way. So I'm super excited to have these. Alrighty. So that is this week's weekly wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, last week I released Sade Renee's Let Me Introduce You video. This week there isn't one, but next week there will be one. And I hope you guys are excited for that one, because I'm super excited for that one, to release it for you. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting, and I will see you in another video. Bye.